Hey guys, this is No Solution. I'm Scott. This was supposed to be a Blind Buy Blasphemies video, but things went awry. I stumbled on possibly one of the worst things I've ever heard. And I debated not even talking about it because it seems kind of mean, but it's so shitty. It made me so angry. I just kind of wanted to talk about it. So we're going to start, though, with some positivity. I'll make you wait for the bile. Just a couple cool things I got in recently. Got another package from Graveworm. I know you can't believe it. Kevin had a couple new things up for sale. So I went ahead and got the Night Creatures reissue. This came out originally in 2020. It was mastered super low. So it was kind of, you had to really crank the volume on it. The download included the remastered version with kind of the boosted sound, but the disc was still the old one. So we just put out a disc of the kind of corrected sound. So if you don't have Night Creatures and you're looking to get it, definitely get this newer version with the black cover. The original was white. So there's that. Also, I picked up the cassette version of the 2022 album Morbid Trinity. So the CD just has this Mark Riddick art on it. There we go. That shows up a little better. Really cool cover. But that's kind of it. There's nothing else in it. It's just a one-sided thing and the disc, and that's it. And these CDs, these cassettes from Eternal Darkness Productions, I really like. They put a lot of effort into them, add a lot of art. So I'll kind of open it up and show you what's in it. Tape, white shell, the different art on each side. And then the J card, we've got this new cover, and then it folds out about 1,000,000 times. Oh, it's like opens up kind of like a book here. There we go. And there's the original cover inside, and then we have on this side, this folds out into, of course, what else? An inverted cross. But has your number in there. This is number 1 of 30. Yeah, I just really like the effort put into these. Oh, and then it folds out again to get another piece of art inside there. So yeah, I'm not really a cassette guy, but these are kind of special enough and different enough from the original release that I like to have them. There's been 4 or 5 of them, I think, so far, of these Graveworm editions. And Kevin was super nice and sent me something I never thought I would ever hear. This is, let me get it right, The Morbid Decomposure of Mankind by Graveworm. Originally released under the name Born from Fear. This came out in 1993. And it's not digitally available. Kevin's put out a lot of his demos on CD, but not this one. So yeah, really basic tape, really do it yourself. And it's kind of a construction paper like J-card. And inside there, but so on here we've got material that I believe only one of the songs is on anything else. Mythic, it's on an EP that actually I hadn't heard until recently that Kevin just included on a re-release. So this is Kevin on guitars and drum programming, Tim on bass, Tim from Winterus, I believe, and then Don on vocals. Now on Metal Archives, it's going to tell you Don is Dawn of the Dead. It is not. It's a different Don. It's the same Don who did the vocals on their debut full-length Ancient Storms of War. So I really I like where Graveworm is now, but it's really awesome to hear kind of the beginnings of it. Very, very minimal, very, very primitive, almost kind of drony in like the repetition of it. But thank you, Kevin. I will treasure this. This is awesome. I've looked on Discogs to see if I get a copy of it, time and again, and haven't seen it even up for sale. So very, very happy to have this in the Graveworm collection. Right, and the other thing I got that I'm pretty stoked about is the Master's Hammer finished demo collection. So this is 6 demo tapes from Master's Hammer, ranging from I think 87 to 92, all but one from before the release of the first album, Ritual, and then this one, which I'm not going to try to pronounce. That is the second full length album, the name of it, and a lot of the material, but this is the demo kind of version of it. So they released this, I want to say like 2010, and I slept on it, and yeah, just never got it, and then it was too much. But I've heard all these demos, and they're fantastic. It's what you'd expect from early Master's Hammer. Comes in this really awesome digibook, and then all the discs have their own like sleeves with art on each side to correspond with what's on the discs. And also, pull it out here, there's a very thick book, if you can see there, full of photos and a new interview with Storm. He's pretty funny in how he views kind of this old stuff, and not always charitably, but he's an artist and he's kind of not interested much in the past, but it's cool of him to talk about the old days in this really cool book. So while I was sad I didn't get the original release of this re-release from Darkness Shall Rise is fantastic. I had it pre-ordered from Hell's Headbangers. I do not know if they have any right now, but they're floating around, and I don't think they're super limited. So if you're a Master's Hammer fan, I would highly recommend this. Okay, let's get into the negativity. So when I do Blind Buy Blasphemies, the thing I like about it, I pick things that are usually pretty obscure, unknown to me, and usually to most people from the comments. Most people watch my videos haven't heard of a lot of them. And it's kind of the thrill of discovery. Maybe it'll be awesome. Maybe it will stink. Usually it's somewhere in the middle. Usually it's kind of okay and probably nothing you're ever going to need. But I just like that feeling of putting it in. You don't know what you're going to get. So I was preparing to do another one, and I kind of wanted to spread it out, different genres. I had a death metal, a black metal, kind of a proggy keyboard instrumental album. And I was like, well, what am I doing for the fourth one? Well, I just was sent this in my Rox Records order for free. And it's on Rox Records, La Victoria, I guess. I'm going to take a look at the lady there. Just like a digi-sleeve deal. Just pictures of her, not a whole lot of information. Her posing with guitars, so I assume she's kind of a shredder. She's sponsored by Jackson. And then it's 4 songs, and we've got co-writing credits by Rudy Sarzo, Matt Starr, Dave Ellefson. Dave Ellefson plays bass on this. So I was like, well, I mean, it sounds like it has a pedigree. Let me read you her bio here, because it sounds real impressive. Laura Victoria Bustillos, a.k.a. El Victoria, is a Venezuelan-born female hard rock guitarist endorsed by Jackson Guitars that's living in Los Angeles. El Victoria owns iMachine Records, produced over 10 albums, was part of the Grammys in 2015, and her shows sell out some of the most important venues and amphitheaters. She notably tours with Bret Michaels, Lita Ford, Firehouse, Ace Frehley, and Quiet Riot. Additionally, as a lead singer, lead guitarist, and producer, she represents Jackson Guitars and EVH Amplifications. All right, sounds like we got a heavy hitter here. So let's get into her 2021 EP, Warrior Life. It didn't take long, man. I put this thing on, and right away I was like, oh no. Just, first of all, really generic hard rock, but also very overproduced, just layers and layers of shit on top of everything. She starts singing. Her vocals are awful. She's just like off pitch, and has a very thick accent that comes through, which, if your voice is good, who cares? But just, it's another thing to add on to, like, this is not pleasant to listen to. And then halfway through the song, I'm like, she's posing with these guitars and brags how she's sponsored. Where are the guitars? Like, there's no. I thought there'd be like some shreddy solos or something. No, there's not. Um, it doesn't matter how many layers of garbage you throw on top of her vocals or whatever. It sucks. It's awful. And the song itself is just super generic, C- level hard rock. So that happens. That was Power to the Rock, the epic first song, which I think there's a video for. I'll link the video. You guys can see if I'm being too mean. Second song, NR City. It's basically the same kind of thing. So at this point, I'm like, well, this is a lost cause. I'm turning it off and moving on to something else. But then I was like, it's only 50. It's 4 songs. It's like 15 minutes. I can get through the rest of it. So then we get to number 3, Double Edge, which somehow has a touring credit by Dave Ellefson. I thought it couldn't get worse. It fucking got worse. She starts rapping. Horribly rapping. I mean, I'm not a rap aficionado, but I don't know. It didn't sound good to me. Her rapping sounded about as good as her vocals. And it's just full of hip-hop beats. And does that fit this? What the fuck? Like, I know we've talked about does image matter, but I don't know. Doesn't look like rap to me, but okay. So then that finally ends. It was like 3 minutes, and I feel like I'm still listening to it from 2 days ago. So, all right, one more song. Let's go. It's called Done With You. This is like a country boogie rock song with harmonica, but also tons of electronic shit all over it. Another fucking terrible song. This is an experience. You're gonna go through all kinds of emotions. You're gonna feel disbelief. You're gonna feel disgust. You're gonna start laughing. You're gonna get secondhand douche chills. This made me like, what am I doing with my life? Why am I listening to this fucking nonsense? Why don't I just listen to good albums? So this almost killed Blind Buy Blasphemies, but it killed it for that day anyway. I was like, I can't take the chance anymore. I gotta just listen to something I know I like right now. So I'll get back on that Blind Buy horse, but an absolute travesty. I'm gonna be a bit sexist here, I guess, or people say I am. Is she somebody's sister or girlfriend or like what? Who recorded this and then thinks fucking nailed it? Good job, lady. Let's put that out. I'm proud to put my name on that. I mean, Rox Records, I don't know, man. Apparently she's a Christian artist, but okay. That doesn't mean you got to put out everyone who says they like Jesus. You don't have to put it out. What an embarrassment. Yeah, I would love to send this to somebody I don't like, or Simon. But I it's not even funny as a joke. It's not so bad it's good. It's so bad it like makes you think you don't like music anymore. So yeah, that's it. That's El Victoria with Warrior Queen. And hey, I mean, good for you selling out of those venues with Firehouse or whatever. I wish you nothing but the best, but I don't ever want to hear anything you produce ever again. All right, I feel better now. Sorry if I was too mean to the lady, but you put something out. I'm sorry. You should be prepared to hear what people think about it. So that is all for today. And I want to thank everybody for watching. And as always, CM Punk is a piss baby.